We're gonna take a quick nap, and then we're gonna smash 9. And then we're gonna smash Complexity of Fnatic, and then we're in the group stage of Cologne. I wish it was that easy.
It's always been one of the highlights of the tour every time coming here to Cologne, since it's one of the most prestigious events we've had and probably will have in the future as well. So playing here always gives that extra thing to the event.
We just finished play-ins. We made it through after 3 tough games, and we are really happy that we advanced into the main tournament, and yeah, it's starting tomorrow for us.
I feel like it's a little bit more pressure because people expect more results and better results, of course. We are just at the beginning, so we should not feel the pressure yet, because it's just, as I said, the beginning of the season, but also the beginning of this roster.
And I need to look at the camera, right? This is the hardest part for me. My first impression in new OG in first month was that basically Quito surprised me a lot. I didn't expect that he will have that good comms and ideas how he wants to play. Also Dion, Fasher, you know him as Fasher. I didn't expect from them to have that good comms. This surprised me the most, basically that they are that good, but team before didn't show it how good they really are.
The match started pretty well. I think we had control on our T side. We fumbled quite a few rounds. We could have gotten even more rounds on our T side, but it was still overall a good T half. Then we swapped to the CT. It started off well again, but then I think we kind of choked up. We played a bit too passive. We gave them too much space, and we didn't really take control of the game. We just let them play however they wanted and hope that some of the players that we have will just multi-kill and win us the rounds instead of actually going for it and pressing the issue and locking it down.
No CT's here to stop Monster.
He knows he's got Kai pinned against this left side. There it is, here on Dice. Mac 10 shreds it though. Minio on the reload, unnecessary, but doesn't get punished. Fasher will connect to the head. Goofy's been their savior, but hands busy. And Fasher, this is a 3 versus 5 unraveling. Regali's gonna drop the bomb back. Fasher's looking to give him the cover. And as that short player walks up, he just misses his chance to get Regali. No trade out of Minio, but that swing from Graffiti, not even needed. It is Regali. Kind of made this comeback happen, and Fasher's down!
We had the chances. We were there in position to win the game. For some reasons, we miscommunicated or were a little bit too scared at certain times when the game was being decided. And I think if you put headlines on that match, I think those are the takeaways, at least from my side. If you ask them, maybe they felt the same at different times during the game, but at least from my side, it was a matter of small margins, maybe freezing a little bit in certain moments, having the confidence to try and make the moves necessary. But at least that's the good thing about having these games, that now you have exact examples of what it is you want from your players the next time they have a similar situation. Because again, if you lose in overtime 19-17, it will always be these heartbreaking misunderstandings or 2v2s or 3v2s that goes the opponent's way.
Oh, I missed 7 bullets in one
Minio on the reload, unnecessary.
Well, I guess nowadays everyone knows I'm playing with super weird controls. My dad used to play with them, he still plays with them. So back when I was a young boy, 3 years old, and I was sitting on his lap gaming, he just told me, these are the controls to move, the mouse is inverted, play with it, and I just stuck with it. Playing with inverted mouse is for me as playing with a normal mouse. If I go normal mouse, I'm as confused as people who go inverted mouse, I cannot do it. It's just built in the system, it's muscle memory.
Never changed them because it was working for me, right? And then you start playing competitively and people are like, what the fuck are your settings?
And like, I don't know. This is just how I learned to play games.
But we should not sleep on him, okay? If we go 1-for-1 against this guy, again, it's fine. But if he kills 2 or 3, then it's a little bit troublesome, okay? Everything else is really nothing special. They play like any other overpass team, since we also know from yesterday, it's all gonna be the same. I just want a little bit more awareness when the smoke is here, and I want gust clearance with a plan if we reach this point. These are for me the only 2 important things.
It's a best of 3 after all, so I'm not thinking that there's room for mistakes, but I don't have the pressure either. That's the best of 1. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that we can maybe get our first win.
Spotted, but that's a beautiful deep, the German deep, we know about it.
They will have to clear this, and the timing is just off. Now Fiku dropping this smoke, they might look to swing through, will win it. Oh, a tag down range, but not quite finishing the job. Surely you don't check this deep at the back. He will swing it, and he finds him. There's so much more where that came from. It's just layer after layer as you try to get into this B site. Nexa has this one way, but it's not needed. Regali makes it happen. Advantage, and now this might trickle down across the rest of the troops, but timing is not their friend. They both have nades out. The guys who started this for Cole now have to end it as well. And he's delivered some heroics to open this up, make it a 1v1 in the first place. Regali left to beat. He knows he's like the com rotate. He knows this AWP is like to be com with Cloud, but Regali is that much faster in the grave as Grim and JT try to make this happen. Fasha to stop that, man. Grim will deal with the point man inside of the site. Regali gonna try to step up to the plate. It was him that opened this, and he'll be the one to close it as well.
Finally a win, boys!
The biggest takeaway for me is the 2 young players stepping up, because lately I've been very harsh on them when they have had games where I feel like they were missing or they are not there mentally or like not communicating. So I've been like poking a stick at them a lot of times here the last couple of officials, and I think both of them showed today why we want them in the team. Like both had like insane halves. I think Fiku literally destroys them on all Miras all along, and then Julian takes over on the second map. So I'm very proud of that, because it's not easy getting a lot of feedback in a new team with new roles and still be able to perform against some of the best players in the world. So yeah, that I'm very proud of.
I knew what I want to do, at least. Like, I had an intent every round, even though I didn't practice my moves. And this one was also like the first game with all the new moves I had prepared for. So yeah, it's nice that they worked finally. And yeah, as I said, like the clutches went okay, and I finished up round.
Actually, I'm feeling really confident going against Apex, and I think that's a reason because we won so convincingly against Complexity. So it showed me a lot of confidence that we can actually do it. And if we just have the confidence and we're picking them, and like we don't play scared in XVX situations, then like we're gonna win against Apex as well.
After Complexity, like we knew like we can win actually. And I think that gave us the confidence like to show a good game against Apex as well. Before the game, we didn't expect like that we will play Mirage, so we had like no game plan on it basically, because like we thought they will ban it 100%, but like fortunately for us, they didn't ban it for some reason. So everyone was like typed to go into map 1, like play our like one of our best maps basically. And yeah, and then we just played like practice basically. We just destroyed them on map 1, and yeah, that gives you the confidence. Like if you see their faces after map 1, like everyone is like looking tilted, like what the fuck just happened. Like you see it in their faces, and that pushes you. You know, as a player, like we have like the upper hand now, and we also feel really comfortable on Inferno. So like it was really nice for us to go into the second map as well.
Taking time at gap though, and Stiko could lose a very vital position, although Nork is just around the corner. Can they protect the weapon? OG won't go for it. Oh, look at that shot onto Sandwich. There goes the AK-47. The Desert Eagle might be enough though. Basher baiting around the corner, inviting Jacob to the kitchen. The shadow is where he will fall. A surprising round roll, but he's been caught by Naught. And now they need the flashes and quick, but it won't come fast enough. As Rogali will fire the shot. Surely the flash comes afterwards. Will it come in time? They're looking for a quick flick. Not quite making it there. More flashes will come. Is the panic peek here from Fiku? It is.
Rogali loving those flashes. Give Fasher the credit at the end there. Whee, they're blind. Got to be ready for these ramp players.
Nexus still in that short position, but Sassanito makes his way through the smoke. Quito responding immediately. Kicks that in the clutch, then denied. And very quickly indeed, we have game point for OG. Different lineups for the flashbangs. Will the timing be good though? Jacob on the way. There's the flash, but they are absolutely ready for it. Kicksan's in trouble now, and again, he's only got the MP9. No heroics on this occasion. There's a smoke on B. Remaining smoke is on A. Flash is going to send it in and clear the bomb site. Surely the rotation's in then. They were heading towards the A bomb site. No need now. They need a miracle. They need a power cut of some description across half the hall. Stiko and Sassanito. Stiko, no Kevlar, no kit, and no hope.
Danke dir, awkward handshake.
The gray hair is like getting better, but there was still like, I think I got 1 or 2, but at least not 10 today.
We went to the main tournament, like we won 2-0, convincingly, once again. I think it felt really good. I think it felt the same as the complexity game. We had no doubt we're going to lose. We were full confident from the start this time, so that's nice as well. I think Nexa was doing a really good job at calling. He was getting everything together, told us what rotation we needed to do, and I think everyone's stepping up. Rogali with a lot of entries. I was getting some people myself as well. I think first time ever we held an app spot as well, so that's nice. Shout out to the guys Fiku and Quito. After some sloppy rounds, we collect ourselves together, and then yeah, we just ended the game. Like I had some great entries on the most crucial rounds. I was happy with that I can show the impact again. Finally good for me. Feeling confident at the moment, so yeah, really nice. Yeah, it's really good. I mentioned before that Cologne is a really special tournament for me. This tournament made me buy CS back in the day, in 2015. And now I'm in the main tournament, like, it's insane, like, how far have I become, like, can't be happier.
When we get to know that we're gonna play either FaZe or Vitality, I was like leaning more towards Vitality, because obviously Flames is my old teammate and we had a really good relationship with him. I really like him, I think he likes me as well. So that was like the biggest thing for me, to play against him. We always want to wreck our friend. I think everyone has the same, even if I play other games with my friends in real life. I always wanted to like smash them, destroy them, so they feel like, I wouldn't say worse, but they know that they lost.
OG!
It. Flash exchange, this time Flames shut down by Fiku.
B-split.
Yes, I was here to help him. Spix is ready. A dead man. Forza Zaiwu and Quito. And this, more like it, OG was around. Oh, and that just disrespect. Walks through the smoke, catches one. They're not ready for two. Apex onto Quito. This is their bomb site. This is their map. And it's quick. Flames E, Apex need to start hitting some shots, otherwise they're going to lose the site as Fiku fills the feed on that Tech 9. Quito follows suit, and now the site is theirs, the round should follow.
Absolutely wrecked.
With 8 seconds left, Magic's got to know, where's the bomb? Got to plant now, Does Fiku want to run him down? Magic's just wide into it, Fiku can't believe his very fast bash up. He's completely caught out, that pace change. Hang on, Magic's just from waiting. Holding for Quito's walk up on the jiggle. He's not ready for it. Vitality.
Basically, my vision after the game, I wasn't like mad or anything. I was like a bit, I wouldn't say frustrated, but it was like the feeling that you played against your friend and you lost. Like, it was like always like, ah.
One little thing I want to mention again, I think Nexa will mention it as well. When he makes a call, we need to start moving.
We need to move. And I think Casper said it as well. If you cannot move, you say it instantly.
First of all, the first thing we hear is that Navi was in a minor car accident, so we were like, what is happening? So they were a little bit late because of it, but fortunately everyone was like ready to play, and from what I heard, nothing happened to them, more just the car. So that was the first thing of the day that was a little unusual.
It's a nice time to play, not so early, not so late, right in the middle, so we feel really confident today.
I went to sleep at 10, so I'm fully ready.
You should play against Simple. You don't play against him every day. It's still the GOAT of CS, right?
Don't go into freezing mode, like keep talking. If we need someone to do something, we'd rather do it than doing nothing.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, count us down, boss. 3, 2, 1. OG! Let's go.
Playing anti-flash, they contact it, Keto takes his, can't do two. Are they ready for Fiku?
Oh! Checked by Bit.
Barely. Navi really should be thinking about saving to buy up last, but Alexi's had enough.
Holding the perfect
What a
angle.
read.
Molly gonna force him wide, and Ema locks him out.
Navi now get, should be a freebie, almost wasn't with a German D making an appearance. There's a way in here, there's not really much, as JL finds one kill from the back of the site here from this off angle. They start to cross inward. He will get the bomb dropped. Runs out of ammo though, and that's another D for Fiku.
Like a boomerang as a way of coming back to him, but he will trade out onto the AK.
Gonna beat
Regali and
together.
Fiku want to try swing and spawn, and now
anything is thrown from Navi. If that's a few seconds later, it's a very different story. He knows Navi
flashing
needs
through.
to go. He'll molly the choke point. They run into the MP9. They get churned up. 2 kills for Keto, trying to grab a gun on his way out. It's getting desperate.
this time no AWP heroics from Regali. Basher dead, Keto falls. Navi look to send a message in this round. A much better performance here across the board. One that puts a lot more faith in you.
I think that we didn't do our best at the moment we have. I'm not saying about our peak or anything like that. I'm saying like about our moment right now, how we feel and everything. I think we missed some crucial parts that we talked about before, but it's basically the thing that not everything can come instantly when you talk about it. We need some time obviously to fix our things.
Also, another thing with this team is that we built the team to be at the next major, and the next major will not be in CSGO, it will be in CS2. So there's also a transition period in the making where at one point we need to look at the calendar and say, when does it make sense for us to change to CS2? Not only to not be behind, but also because we maybe aren't as lucky as other teams that they have 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 tournaments remaining in CSGO. Right now it's online tournaments, and yeah, once we get a gap in the calendar, it's definitely time to start looking at CS2. I just hope that we soon have a map pool and a system where we can actively grind it without being just matchmaking, so we also get that professional vibe around the game itself. Because right now it still feels a little bit too beta, but yeah, I was there in the beginning of CSGO, and from how that started to how it ended now, it's quite an improvement. So I have high hopes that they fix whatever needed to make CS2 just as a good feeling as playing CSGO.